Hi there, we have made our way back up to Wellsboro and we are at the Wellsboro Goodwill. I say we because you were with me as well as Jenny and her best friend Madeline. They're over in the books. I was looking at the displays. When you first walk in, they have a whole bunch of, I would say 3 or 4 displays that have Christmas items on them. This is a cookie jar. Obviously, I do not like shipping cookie jars, but I really thought that Santa head was spectacular. I wish there were more of those little glasses. I think I only saw the one. I think a pair of them or 4 of them would have been really, really nice. I would have picked them up if there was more than one. See how they have just nice clean display. And clean is on my mind because I went to the big Goodwill today, and ooh, you'll see that video later. But this is so nicely displayed. I really like that glass turtle with the Bollicante, and it probably most likely made in China, but still a super cute piece. And then this was a small little seal that had a plug on the bottom of it. And then I saw, oh, look, there are the holes. It is a salt and pepper shaker. But unfortunately, there was just the one. So that was left behind as well. This is a shelf sitter and it has the wire arms. I had picked up a bar of soap one time and the arm broke off. I usually pick up the shelf sitters if they have the dangly arms and legs. And spoiler alert, at the big Goodwill, I found some dangly ones still with the tags on. It was so cute. I can't wait for you to see that video and I can show you them. But anyway, we're now at Wellsboro. This was a giant, large, huge vase. I was seeing if that was a maker, like a potter or mass produced. I kind of think it was mass produced. I thought this was adorable. Made in Japan, has a lot of crazing, has some age to it. I thought that baby was super cute and I hadn't seen it before. So I thought, well, let's give that a chance. I do like picking up planters. This clown caught my eye. At first I thought it was safety pin art, but it is just beaded. And no, most people don't like clowns. So I did leave that on the shelf. But you can see this is my favorite part of the Wellsboro Goodwill. If you are a long-term subscriber of my long-term subscriber of my channel, you know that I love looking at this area first whenever I come to Wellsboro. They always have so many little figurines and tchotchkes, and I think figurines are my favorite part of reselling. I like looking at them whenever I go to a Goodwill. And then I guess the next thing I like looking at is probably holiday items and then the vases. That was a glass mayonnaise spoon. It kind of surprised me that it was there by itself. It might have gone in with that green jar. Because the shelves were so full and I haven't been there since August, I decided to go in sections top to bottom. So you get a look at what I'm looking at as well as I get a look at what I'm looking at. That was really high priced, I thought. The original price, almost $18. And I like the beaded thing inside it, but I didn't want to buy the whole thing. This was just a lid. I felt that was just a lid. It needed the bottom. Unfortunately, never found the bottom. This little figurine, very cheap, probably dollar store, but I thought it was so cute, the little dog being a firefighter. Pelicans are not very common for me to see. That was more contemporary, so I left that there. And then those were cute little metal bugs. I'm looking for the vintage, but you have to really look in the back. And look at this. Now that's cute. At first I thought the eye stalks had broken off because there was wear on the one closest to us I just touched. I think it had paint that's worn off and maybe a pencil goes in the back of its shell. It's that fake Sirocco wood composite material. And then this giant chalkware owl. Of course, I find the owl after the owl sale. This has a chip a little bit in the paint on its beak and around its eye, but I think that can be overlooked and touched up by the new owner. Very Harry Potter-esque. This was a tiny little Japan figurine, but I thought it was a little bit on the high side for me. And then that bird with the ball, we're later going to see one later down on the other end of the shelf. I thought it was old, but it had a barcode. It was more contemporary. Do you know what this is? Some of you probably already know what that is before I peel that sticker back. I'm going to show you what the sticker, the back looks like here. I've picked up butter molds in the past, and so I decided to get that one. I like the color on it. On the top shelf was some other art pottery. This was a signed piece. Wasn't quite sure what was going on there. They kind of look like handcuffs, but they also kind of look like flowers. So I put it back because I wasn't sure. Let's see. Oh, I spied the cake candle. This is a blueberry scent. I love cake candles. Whenever I find them, I buy them. I don't even care what the scent is. I just really, really enjoy them. I used to get them all the time when I worked at the Hallmark store when I was first married. And they last so long, and the scents are usually nice. So I did pick up that blueberry candle for ourselves. Like I'm royal, my family. That was a very neat owl votive, but it had a lot of wear on it, as well as this is a stained piece. The paint had worn away on it as well. I've been seeing a lot of bunny rabbits lately. I don't know why. Then I found this other bollicante, obviously probably made in China, but it was a nice piece and nothing was broken off of it. So I thought a turtle and a whale would be nice. And then I thought, I do have some clear glass figurines at home. I should have a clear glass figurine sale. I'm completely missing the fairy lamps. Don't worry. I will see them eventually. I'm already annoyed at myself that I've seen them 3 times in this video and it hasn't registered in my brain yet because it's in a box. But don't worry. Look, I finally focused in on the box. And I love original boxes. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. These, I think maybe one was probably used because there was a electric votive inside, but it had the original stickers on it, has the bubble wrap in it. They are not chipped or cracked, and I think these are for me. I love fairy lamps, and I don't care that these aren't Fenton. They're not Burmese glowy glass. I think they're adorable, and they're sweet, and they're fairy lights. I couldn't believe how long it took me when I rewatched this video. Like, I saw it right away, but sometimes my brain does not focus in on the boxes. It's so weird. This looked like it was Peggy Carr glass, but I couldn't find a signature on it, and I don't know if they made ornaments. But it was also $8 for that one little ornament, and I probably would sell it for $8. So I did put that back. If you know if Peggy Carr or Sidon Strikers, you know what I mean. I know I'm mispronouncing it. If you know that if they made ornaments, please let me know so then I'll know for next time. I thought this was adorable. It was only $1.50. It's cute. It might make a free, obviously, a giveaway, a fun giveaway on Whatnot. I think that will be fun. It's just cute. Let's see what else we're going to find here. Oh, that was different. I couldn't tell if those were plastic or silk. I don't think they were silk. And I don't think they were resin. It was different. See, there's the other bird. I didn't feel like putting them together. I do collect vintage resin pieces. This one was too messy for me, so I decided not to get it. It looked like the sand had moved. It was too much. I know it was an ashtray, so I don't know if that was old ash that had gotten inside the little cracks and crevices, but I do have a small collection of vintage resin pieces and lucite pieces. See how much fun it is to look through all the little critters? Look at her. She's like, hey, it's going to be a great day. Jimmy's not with me, so I have to make sure that I look on the top shelves. His job when we come here together, he usually looks on the top shelves for me. This I felt was a hobbyist piece. And I don't know if I find anything here. Oh, those were some cute little coasters. They had them rubber band together and they were the same image of the whale. Oh, and here, look, here's some candles. And I'm going to flip it over. I've sold those little candle holders before. I think about 3 times on Whatnot. And these are candles that will fit in those candle holders. They're all purple. But that's pretty. Someone might need some purple candles, and especially if they have those candle holders. And Christmas and Hanukkah are coming. They might come in handy as part of your decorations. And let's see. I'm trying to remember if I think that was all that I got here. I'm pointing this out to you. I thought this was a very nice tiki looking set. The picture was plastic, but the glasses were glass. And then this reminded me of someone's wedding or birthday party. And then they donated the glasses back. There are a whole bunch of these shot glasses. And here's some other ones. This is the clear glass section, so any type of color usually pops out at me because it's mostly clear. I have found really nice things here. I've found a fairy light here. I have found some really cool retro, vintage, mid-century modern, all of those drinking glasses here. I wish there were more of these butterfly glasses. I thought that was very, very neat. Making sure I put it back on the shelf carefully. Sometimes I look through my camera and not in real life, and then your depth perception's a little off. Here is a nice little daisy white milk glass dish, button and daisy. I don't know who makes it, but I do like picking up milk glass. Little serving pieces do well for me. And then I was seeing what the maker was on this because the texture of the finish caught my attention. And then I thought that this might have been pressed glass, but it was not. It was painted glass. So I put that back as well. And now we're going to move on to the dishes section. They had a whole bunch of these cups that were individually marked. So I decided not to get those. I thought that they might have sold better if they had bundled them together. But speaking of selling things separately, I'm soon going to find something that's individually priced, but it's in such great condition I made an exception. And here it is. This is frosted glass, obviously, but there are a few marks on it. It does have age to it. I thought this was neat. I took the time to to Google this to see if that was somebody, but nothing came up. But I thought that was a cute tray. But anyway, back to the orange juice glasses. These are in really good shape. Some surface wear on the picture, which is supposed to be. It has some age, but I decided to get those as well. This is really cute dog. It's a cookie jar, but look at the price, $39.99. I think they know something I don't know. Anyway, we moved on. They have all of their wooden items in one section, and that is where we are now. I am seeing if there is anything really, really interesting in the wood section. I usually don't find anything. One time I found and things got a little crazy here. Look, this is falling on me. Something fell on the floor. One time I found a really neat wooden box here. So I don't ever disregard it, but I kind of do a quick glance through here. Not really in depth as much as I do the little trinket figurine aisle. Giving you a look as well. And then behind you would have been all the photo frames. There's maybe 8 quadrillion of them. There's so many of them. I thought this was interesting wall art. It looks like an old coffee grinder of some sort. And then up on a other shelf here were 2 of these votive candle things. And then I also find a little figurine because it stood out. I was seeing if this was old. I felt it was more contemporary. But those eyes, my. What big eyes you have. And now we're kind of in the metal section. There was this one. It was kind of a brutalist looking deer and then a moose. And then, I know why I look in here. I look in here because I have found I found Hollywood Regency style items. Those are that gold ornate metal pieces. And I found a couple pieces here. That's why I do stop in the middle section. Now we've made our way back to the back of the store, and they have now we're on our way back to the back of the store. And I found some Christmas stuff. This was a plastic piece. I did a quick look of this on Google, and it doesn't really go for much. Now we're back more in the Christmas area. This is obviously a candle. They had Santa Claus, and here was another Santa Claus. I don't know if people would like these. I went to an auction one time, and they went for crazy, crazy money. So ever since then, I thought, should I get these candles? Recently at a church rummage sale, I picked up a spaceship and 2 astronauts. I'll insert a picture here. I did make a short of it. And I did pick up those candles because it was so weird and unusual. But I don't know if people would decorate now. Let me know. Would you decorate with vintage candles if you were into vintage items? Then I'll have a better decision making next time I come, because there were a lot of candles here, obviously, as you can see. I'll be interested to hear your opinion on candles. Now we are in the kind of paper goods area. I think this would be a good place if you were looking for Christmas or Hanukkah cards to come here, because you can get usually boxes of brand new Christmas cards, holiday cards, much cheaper than you would in the store. Even though now Dollar Tree has them, I kind of like the vintage cards myself. This was in fairly good shape. I was surprised. And it was only 99 cents. And I could hear Jimmy saying, it's only 99 cents. Pick it up. But I didn't like the thing in the middle. I know. Oh, and there was a tiny little chip. This one, I'm not so sure. This was a hobbyist piece. I thought, nah. I kind of like the 4, but I just didn't like that big globby berries in the middle. I know, I'm so picky. Here is a cut to clear piece. Carefully getting that out. It was a Teleflora gift piece. I thought that was very nice, so I took it out of the bucket so someone else could see it and buy it for themselves. And then here I was seeing if this was new stock. New old stock. Words. New old stock. And it was not. I felt it was not. And then, whoa, look at all the Christmas stuff. Here was another vintage hobbyist piece that stuck out because of that splatter design on it. I decided not to get that. And we are going to finish our trip here to the Wellsboro Goodwill. Here is everything that I picked up on this trip to Goodwill. I'm super excited to announce or remind you that tomorrow, November 26th, starting at 11 a.m., over on Niknax, we are having a live stream event. Jocelyn is going to kick off the live stream, and my time is at noon to 12:30. I hope you can join us. This is all Eastern Standard Times. I am super excited to be part of her new endeavor. There is a link to Niknax in the description of every video, and also a discount code, $5 off your first purchase of $10 or more. Just like Whatnot, I hope you can come and hang out with us at Niknax, and maybe you'll see something that you'd like to purchase. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya.